Good morning, you beautiful souls, or hello, you beautiful souls, and welcome to Friyay. It is a little bit late today, and I will explain why. The global energies, without listing all the things that are going on, there's a lot of things going on around the globe. There's a lot of things going on universally with planet shifts. There's so much energy disruption at the moment, and of course it's going to affect us humans. Now, I was really torn as to how to do today's reading. Do I do a full moon spread? They said no. Do I do? No. Everything I went to do, they said no. In the end, they guided me to read about the full moon from the Moonology book, and then to do one Whispers of Healing card, which I have already drawn. I was guided back to yesterday's message. Conscious communication is key. Your self-talk, speaking and listening consciously to others, judging less and understanding more, criticizing less and accepting more, healing your past, present, so that you can heal your future, and speaking your truth, feeling your truth, living your truth, loving your truth, being conscious of your thoughts, your words, and your feelings. I know for myself it wasn't quite the full moon last night, but as you know, you have around 2 days either side of the full moon, which in Australia is around 6 p.m. tonight. But full disclosure, I was coming home from bowling last night and I was just hit with this wave of emotion that just bombarded its way through my protection bubble, and I felt everything, not only what's going on out there, but what's going on in here. And we will all have things bubbling up to the surface, and I always say they come to the surface to serve a purpose. So it's going to be a little bit of a different reading today, but I feel like it's something that we can all take on board. And I'm looking at the healing card, and I just want to say to everybody, if you're feeling teary, if you're feeling emotional, if you're feeling any of those bad or lower vibrating emotions, there's no such thing as good or bad emotions. There's no such thing as good or bad feelings. They are all important. So let yourself feel them. And I shared that vulnerable post last night where I took a photo of the moon. I literally sat in my car last night looking up at the moon, and then I got out and put my bare feet on the grass and I sobbed. I absolutely sobbed. I let go of everything I've been holding on to, mine and everyone else's. I yelled, I screamed, I spoke, I released, I laughed. And then they said, now look at the clouds. And that beautiful eagle was there. So it's a beautiful time to really be conscious of what you're thinking, feeling, and speaking, either internally or externally, and release it. And sometimes the best form of release is tears or yelling. Yell it at the moon. Get it out. So, Moonology. Okay, full moon in Virgo. Astrology is actually a bit of a keywords game. Once you understand the keywords for the various signs, planets, and houses, you start to understand how astrology works. Some of the keywords for Virgo, which is the sign for the full moon this month, include chaste, reliable, and modest. So you could expect the full moon in Virgo to be rather mild-mannered. However, that's not really the case, as this year's full moon in Virgo is taking place in alignment with the planet of getting down and dirty, Pluto. Pluto has been quite active lately, making this a very transformative period. Transformation is a Pluto keyword, which is why you'll keep reading it throughout this diary. As she's mentioned before, with Pluto, the transformations are often more psychological than material or physical. She mentions this because it's important to know that even if there are no tangible effects, there are often intangible ones. So as we go into this full moon, think about how you can transform the way you show up in the world every day and how you're serving the world. Every successful New Age teacher will tell you that it's when you flip from what's in it for me to how can I serve that your message starts getting out into the wider world. This is also a good full moon for releasing any tendencies you have to being either too critical of others or arguably even worse, too critical of yourself. What this moon means for you, that's all about houses and stuff. I don't think I need to read that. But forgive, and forgive again. Recite the forgiveness formula. Under the glorious full moon, I forgive everything, everyone, every experience, every memory of the past or present that needs forgiveness. I forgive positively everyone. I also forgive myself for past mistakes. The universe is love, and I'm forgiven and governed by love alone. Love is now adjusting my life, and realizing this, I abide in peace. I will put that up as in the blog above, okay? The full moon is when our emotions come up, so it's the right time to process them. In particular, the full moon is a great time to allow any darker feelings, bad, negative, that you've been suppressing to be illuminated before releasing them into the ether. Once you start to do this, your life will truly change. So who are you forgiving this full moon? Are you forgiving someone, something, yourself? Whatever you are forgiving, forgive it, release it with love, shed the tears, cry if you need to, but forgiveness really does set you free. And the Whispers of Healing card we get is acceptance. And I'm just seeing her, she's just surrendering to what she's feeling. You all know by now that for me, water is emotions. And she knows that she's being about to be wiped out, okay? Or could be wiped out with those emotions at any time, but she's surrendering to them and she's riding through them. When it comes to healing and feeling into things, we must deal with them. We must feel them to heal them. We must ride through them. You've heard me say it before and I'll say it again. Can't go over, can't go under, can't go round. We must go through. By going through it, we grow through it. By dealing with it, we heal it. So I'm going to hold this up and also read this from the book, okay? Though not easy, it is important to start accepting how you feel. Pain, illness, discomfort, work, stress, miscommunication, and poor timing are all a part of life. Accepting how you feel right now is the first step towards healing. Being in physical or emotional pain can put you on edge. You may be angry that you must face the challenge. You may feel down because you don't understand why something is happening to you. Remember, I changed that to for you. Accepting what is going on may help you identify the root cause of your disappointment. You can then explore your options and determine your preferred outcome. Accepting a situation does not mean agreeing with it, but it can help you come to a sense of peace. Consider your beliefs concerning a higher source or power. Acknowledging something is part of your spiritual development can help you move towards acceptance. Trust there is a divine plan in place that will guide you through each and every challenge. Reinforcing your spiritual beliefs will enable you to turn your problems over to the universe. And once you let go, the move into acceptance will happen with ease. On this card, a fairy rides on 2 flying fish while a huge wave bears down on her. Her head is back, her eyes are closed, and she doesn't look worried. In fact, she looks carefree. She is completely surrendered and at peace. Flying fish symbolize the ability to be emotionally free and uninhibited. How great would that be? This fairy is aware the wave could crash over her at any moment, yet she does not care. She is at peace with the situation as she accepts she cannot control what has or what will happen. Likewise, you may choose to accept a situation. And she talks about peace in there, and the full moon in Virgo was all about coming to this place of peace. And even from the start of the week, live and love consciously. Fully ignite your passions, do more of what you love, and shine from within. It's very hard to shine from within if your thoughts, feelings, and emotions are a little bit, as they say in the book, a little bit darker right now. So become aware of your thoughts, your words, your emotions. Allow yourself to be present in those. Stop the doing for a moment and just allow yourself to be, and consciously check in with what you're thinking, what you're feeling, what you're speaking internally or externally, and forgive. Forgive the people, the places, the situations, the circumstances. But most importantly, forgive yourself. And sometimes that forgiveness doesn't mean we accept or agree. It just doesn't mean we understand or agree. It just means that we accept. It was what it was. It is what it is. I can't change it. It's out of my control. But what is in my control is allowing myself to move through what I'm thinking or feeling about that, forgive it, and then set myself free. And it could be something really small. It could be something really huge. Whatever it is, speak it, yell it, cry it, release it with the full moon energy, because we are being asked to really criticize less and accept more. I've been saying that in the YouTube monthlies that already came up. It's come up in, I think it was at the start of the week, and I think it came up again yesterday. Judge less, understand more. Criticize less and accept more. And that's what the Virgo full moon is asking us to do. And what is the Virgo? The maiden pouring water. We are being bombarded with emotions. Check whether they're yours or external by doing that. If this is not my energy, I release it. If this is not my energy, I release it with love. If this is not my energy, I release it with love. If it's still there, it's yours. Work through it. Work through it, because when you go through it, you grow from it. And when you deal with it, when you feel it, you can truly heal it and move forward, riding the wave of your life rather than being wiped out. Either way, you're going to hit the shore. You're going to be fine, but you get to choose how you ride that wave. Whether it's the ride of your life and you hang 10 and you woohoo, or whether it's being tumbled to the shore. Feel into, or tap into, check into your thoughts, your feelings, and your words from a conscious space today. Friyay pictures are up. There is the share prize competition. And just be gentle with yourself and be gentle with everyone else, because the emotions, we've got the Virgo maiden pouring emotions on us. We've got this wave crashing on us. Be gentle and more accepting, compassionate and loving today. Much healing, love and laughter, your gracious Goddess of Guidance, Tracy. Stay well, stay safe, and stay true to you, because 2022 is all about you. But remember that you are one part of the collective. So be gentle on yourself and others today. And have a fabulous full moon.